Hey everybody, Cabana Greg here. Now before you guys throw in your really cool headphones and start listening to this podcast, I just want to let you guys know that I've uploaded half of the podcast to my YouTube channel. This half covers all of the gaming news for the week, as well as little tidbits as to like what I'm playing and what my friends are playing. If you guys want to listen to the full podcast in its original, beautiful glory, you guys can head over to our SoundCloud page, type in Hot Fix into the search bar, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see our little logo there. Click on that and you'll be able to access all of our podcasts anytime you want. So guys, without further ado, please enjoy this week's episode and look forward to more Hot Fix episodes in the future.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 6th episode of Hot Fix. We've officially made it past one hand's worth of counting. That's the standards we're following here. We've got very low standards. But we've made it.
Everything's still good.
It's true.
We have actually a new kind of topic for today. I guess we have a new topic every week, but we have a new type of topic, wherein this is actually going to be a very Greg-focused episode. So if you don't like Greg,
That's
you can
me.
stop listening.
you're not going to enjoy this one. But we pulled the topic from this from, I listened to a lot of Kind of Funny Games, and they did a really interesting thing with some of their guest stars, where they did like the person's gaming history and like whoever their guest was. So I thought that'd be neat to try. So we're going to do that. So the actual topic of the day is going to be all about Greg as a gamer and what brought him to where he is today. What went wrong to result in this?
A lot went wrong.
But we have other things to get through before that. So let's start things off the same way as usual. What are you guys playing this week?
I have been diving back into Gravity Rush 2.
Actually?
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to play. Well, here's the thing. I was listening to the soundtrack at work. First of all, great soundtrack. And I just wanted to play it again, or at least like the opening sections of it. So that's what I've been playing. Just because, I've been playing Overwatch, and I hate talking about that game at this point. Because it's just boring after a while,
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, Gravity Rush is like the sequel. Even the opening stuff, like even just like being presented to the world the first time, it's such a big improvement over the first game. I'm really sad that no one bought Gravity Rush 2 because I have no idea now if this series is just dead in the water.
Oh, it's dead. They're closing down the servers for Gravity Rush 2 soon also.
Shit. All right. Well, regardless, it's very impressive that the studio is able to just kind of improve on a lot of the game's aspects. Like the open world's a lot better, the combat surprisingly is better, even though it's like still gravity oriented combat. But yeah, it's a good time, and I recommend anybody who hasn't played it to try it out, especially if you've played the first one, you've been like on the edge, or you just completely forgot about the sequel being a thing like I did at first. You should give it a go. It's pretty fun.
Well, they remastered the first one for PS4 too, so you can get them both now.
It's true, and the remaster's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's funny that you bring this up now because the other day, the Arby's Facebook page actually had a Gravity Rush 2 related ad.
Really?
And I saw it and I was like, that's really that's obscure even by Arby's standards.
Who's going to know that shit? Wow.
Those ads are excellent, though. Every single one of them.
I gotta look that one up.
Everybody who listening to this should go look at the Arby's Facebook page because their social media presence is literally people just making video game and anime posts. Usually relating to things coming out, but they do it out of Arby's food half the time. Sometimes there's great stop motion ones. There was one for like Samus Returns where they did like a little cardboard cut out of Samus that turns into like a little chicken nugget and then rolls around. But they're great. But yeah, I was really confused when I saw Gravity Rush the other day, so it's weird that you also brought that up. Ben, what are you playing?
Well, true to my word, I'm back playing The Witcher 3.
Woo!
Hey, there we go.
Yeah!
I finished Hearts of Stone, and I am into Blood and Wine now.
All right. What do you think of Blood and Wine so far?
I mean, I haven't really gotten very far in Blood and Wine. I've done, like, minimal, like, actual story stuff, and I just went around and picked up a whole bunch of side quests. And that's about as far as I am in that.
All right, but you're starting. What did you think of Hearts of Stone?
Hearts of Stone, the narrative was really good. The side quests were generic, boring stuff as I've gotten used to, but no, the main plot of Hearts of Stone was really good.
And I'm glad you enjoyed it. And the side quests in Blood and Wine, some of them are kind of whatever, but like some of them are really, really good. So you're in for some treats.
I did one where I had to go retrieve a statue's testicles, so that was interesting.
Yeah, shit like that
had that
is what I'm talking about. There's also the Great Bank one, and there's some really good ones just relating to some of the side characters that I'm not going to spoil.
The Great Bang? Is that what you said?
The Great Bank. Or the Great Bang, really.
Okay.
There is a Great Bang, but there's a Great Bang in every...
I will say, though,
Her testicles.
The love interest in Hearts of Stone is my favorite of the whole game so far, and I expect that's not going to change after Blood and Wine.
Oh, no, it won't. Blood and Wine doesn't really have a love interest so much as just somebody you can just randomly fuck.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But Shawnee is great. One of my, actually, this isn't even an issue, but one of my bigger disappointments with the books is that she's only really in the first one and kind of briefly. I thought she'd have a bigger role.
I liked her a lot better than either Triss or Yen, and wish that she had been like a main one throughout the game. Because, man, she's great.
She is, although so is Triss, though. Triss is like just like friendly and bubbly.
Still, like, she's not Shawnee, though.
That's true.
Shawnee's great.
That's true. I need you to read the books eventually so we can talk about the how you feel about Yennefer, because oh boy, just does some shit go down with that character.
I'm sure. I'll get to it eventually.
You should. I'm almost not done with the 5th book. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad we have some variety in games this week.
Yay!
I really am. So we're not going to talk about Overwatch at all. I even took a news story.
We could still talk about Overwatch because we're all playing it.
I want to right now.
Nope. I took a news story about Overwatch out of this week's news section.
I love it. Thank you.
What?
Just so we didn't need to do this.
I'm so sick of that game.
I'm not. I'm actually.
I'm not sick of playing it at all. But yeah, we should stop talking about it. I say as we spend a minute talking about how we're not going to talk about it.
What are you playing?
But I've been playing. I finished Nier Automata. True to my word.
There you go.
Couldn't tell you what the actual fuck happened in that game. Nothing about that narrative made any lick of sense to me. But I did enjoy Route C a lot. Genuinely did. And yeah, I'm glad I played it. I don't think I'd consider it one of the greats from Platinum, but I'm glad I played it. I enjoyed it. It took me like 20 hours, so I, took a fair bit of time.
Quick, top 3 favorite Platinum games.
Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 1, and then Beautiful Joe counts. Beautiful Joe 100% counts, and it's that.
Oh shit! I forgot they did that.
It's technically Clover Studios, but Platinum Games is Clover. Like they went and made Platinum after Clover shut down.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it was good though. I'm glad I played it. It was cool. That said, one of the other games I'm playing now is Bayonetta 1. I have the Switch remaster, and holy fuck, is Bayonetta 1 every bit as good as I remember it being.
9 years old, that game.
I know, and it looks it a little bit. Even the remaster doesn't look great, especially compared to Bayonetta 2, which looks really good. Yeah. But god damn it, like all the designs are so good. The game is fucking hilarious. And just the combat system is just so much fun. It just works so well. There's so many combos and weapon switches and stuff, and I love it to death. And I'm only like a third of the way through it, but I'm very excited to keep playing through that and the second one.
Nice.
And the last game I was playing this week was Life is Strange Before the Storm.
No.
Farewell episode.
Oh boy, of course we had to go back to this.
I forgot that shit.
I couldn't not mention this. Not only was this a game I played this week, which makes it, qualify, but it was also the end of this game as we know it, and it was beautiful, and I cried manly tears.
Were they
and
manly?
Now
though?
it's over.
Were they manly though?
They might not have been that manly, but I wept.
Right, that sounds more like it.
I did weep, and I loved every second, and now it's over. And in the words of Dr. Seuss, don't be upset that it's over. Be glad that it happened.
Oh, God.
And
someone told me that once.
Really? And in what context? About what had ended?
Let's move past this. What else do we have? What's going on?
All right, fair enough. Well, we're going to move into our news of the day. Weeks.
Well, that was good.
News of the weeks.
Definitely at least 2 weeks.
It's news of the weeks.
At least 2 weeks.
That's what this segment is officially called. We actually have a fair bit of news, but a lot of this is like really quickie stuff, so there's not too much like big things. First one, Tony Hawk announces that he's no longer working with Activision.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I could. That's not huge news, much as it's kind of funny that he, like Tony Hawk himself, was like, "Nope, not doing that anymore."
Skate 5.
So he said he might make other games, but like they're not under the Tony Hawk Pro Skater license.
When was the last Tony Hawk game?
They made that really terrible one that everybody hated, like last week, 2 years ago. It was Pro Skater 5. Greg's right, and it was like a buggy mess.
It was terrible,
and everybody hated it. And then they did HD remakes of the old ones, but they didn't have the soundtrack, and everybody was like, "The fuck." It's the whole reason anybody plays this game.
Amazing.
You don't play those games for the skating. You play for the soundtrack. God.
But that's it for Tony Hawk news. We also have, this is kind of a follow-up to something we were talking about last week, or 2 weeks ago, in the loot box laws and bills and stuff that people were trying to get passed. And the ESRB, oh boy, what a cop-out this is. The ESRB is going to add they're going to add an in-game purchases label to any games that have downloadable content at all.
In-game purchase.
There is no specificity in terms of what that means. So basically, this label is going to be on every game ever.
What does that mean?
And their reasoning behind this, I'm going to read this entire thing because it's really worth it, so you can like really embrace how much of a fucking cop-out this is and how kind of hilarious it is.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. You may have noticed that we've been a little quiet on the topic of in-game purchases and loot boxes, but we've been listening. In fact, we've absorbed every tweet, email, Facebook post, and singing telegram sent our way, and we've been working to develop a sensible approach to let gamers and parents know when a game offers the option to purchase additional content. Starting soon, ESRB will begin assigning a brand new label to physical games, in-game purchases. This label, or as we call it, interactive element, will appear on boxes and wherever those games can be downloaded for all games that offer the ability to purchase digital goods or premiums with real-world currency. This includes features like bonus levels, skins, surprise items such as item packs, loot boxes, mystery awards, music, virtual coins, and other forms of in-game currency, subscriptions, season passes, upgrades to disable ads, and more. We're also launching a new website, parentaltools.org, to help raise awareness of the helpful tools that parents can use to manage the amount of time or money those crafty kids spend playing games. This is the first step of many. We'll continue to discuss how to further enhance our rating system with publishers, developers, gamers, and especially parents, and we'll continue to make adjustments as the need arises. So that's the official like release of what's happening. And a lot of people were like, that doesn't help at all because like you're literally putting that label on every fucking game that comes out. Like that saying a game has DLC does not help. It defeats the point. To which the president of the ESRB had a handful of quotes, which was, "We feel this is an effective response. If you care about parents, if you care about their concerns, this is an effective response. However, this is just a first step. We're going to continue to look at this issue and determine if there are additional measures or guidelines to put in place." The reasoning, their suggested reasoning in why they didn't actually say loot boxes specifically or focus on the matter at hand was, quote, "We tried to find research on that, but we were unable to find any evidence that children were specifically impacted by loot boxes or that they were leading them towards some tendency to gambling. We truly don't know of any evidence supporting those claims. We continue to believe loot boxes are a fun way to acquire virtual items." She then goes on to basically talk about parents are dumb and that no, parents aren't going to know what loot boxes are, so why would we label that? We just want to label that there are in-game purchases. And it's the whole thing just screams of like, we did something so you'd shut the fuck up, but not actually that it'd matter at all.
Yeah.
I really hope that people actually sent them singing telegrams.
Same.
Yeah, why else would he mention it? Why else? It had to have happened.
They could have also mentioned it because they're clearly trying to be really fun.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Bite me.
But that's going to show up on every game you ever purchase from here until the end of time now. So
Great.
Amazing.
Thank God for that. Glad we're making strides in the right direction. In other news, this one actually isn't a full news story. President Trump met with some people from the video game industry to talk about how video game violence doesn't matter. And I'm not even going to get into that one. I'm just going to leave that as that because I'm still a little salty.
Yeah.
Moving on from politics, the Witcher Netflix series pilot episode is officially finished.
Oh my god.
I am so unbelievably fucking excited. I don't think we've talked about this
right now.
It's like, you hear that? That just hit the desk. That's what that sound was.
How
It just,
much of the 8 feet though?
All of it.
You're dead then. We've already determined this, Eric. You can't survive that.
I've died and gone to heaven, and that's what this announcement did to me.
Okay.
The
Fair
Witcher
enough.
Netflix show is based on the books. The author is apparently on as like a creative consultant.
Nice.
But the showrunner, Lauren Hisrich, I'm probably saying that wrong, has been like very, very active on Twitter and like keeping fans in the loop on like what she's working on and how things are going and answering questions and concerns and stuff. And she keeps posting stuff like maps with like different spots labeled on it that are like from the books, and I'm pumped. And she started doing recently, right before this announcement, is she was putting out a whole bunch of tweets, and each tweet was like a single character name and then like 5 like descriptions of them, like real quick ones. And like some of the characters she was mentioning are people that I was like never like thought of, like, man, we're gonna see these like for real, and I'm fucking pumped about it because they're all really cool characters.
That's awesome.
There's no way this comes out before the end of 2019 at the earliest.
Mm.
But
yeah.
god damn it, I'm excited and it's really happening. And
That's so
yeah.
cool.
Have they done any casting yet?
No, that's
Okay.
the thing. The only thing that's been done with this, announced at least, is that the pilot is finished.
Gotcha.
So all the rest of the scripts are still
And
coming
by
along.
Finished, you mean like they wrote it?
Yeah, like there's a submitted version of it. I'm sure it's still being edited, but there is a complete copy of that script somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm curious. Presumably it opens with the same short story the actual Witcher books do, which is him fighting Estriga, but maybe it doesn't. Who really has any idea?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long the season's going because the characters she's posting stretch through like 5 of the 7 books, and there's no way those are all in season 1. It's just not possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very excited to hear more announcements, especially with casting and stuff, and I think we're going to start to get that in the next couple of months. I wouldn't be too surprised. CD Projekt Red isn't involved with this, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they made some mention of it and maybe announced casting or something at E3. That could be cool.
That would be interesting, yeah.
I could see it maybe happening. It may be like they're like Cyberpunk 2099. Also, Witcher Netflix show. Also, Geralt is going to be in Soul Calibur 6. That one's not necessarily a joke.
No, I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
That's right.
Yeah, last week, CD Projekt Red was just like, hey, Geralt's going to be in a game that isn't Witcher this year. And everybody was like, the fuck? And like, the only thing that really makes sense is Soul Calibur 6.
Uh-huh.
It's either that or
Makes
Smash
sense.
Brothers.
Right.
But
Oh
it's
my
probably Soul Calibur.
Yeah, imagine though, if he's on Smash.
That'd be
Can we
great.
petition? Okay, slightly off topic, but can we petition to get Solaire in Smash?
That has to be somewhere on the drawing board, right?
I
Like
really hope
they're
so.
pushing so hard for like Dark Souls right now with the Solaire amiibo. That has to be
That'd
I
be
really, really hope so.
yeah.
that has to be something. On that, I'm actually going to go out of my order here. Let's talk about that Nintendo Direct for a minute, because 2 of these games have now come up. Nintendo had a pretty big Direct the other day. I'm just going to go through the list here. There's a new WarioWare game, WarioWare Gold, coming to 3DS on August 3rd. Has over 300 mini-games in it.
Wow.
The new Mario Tennis is coming out on June 22nd. Looks like Mario Tennis. Cool. The Crash Trilogy is coming to Switch, confirming previous rumors that it's going everywhere. It'll probably be on everything else too, but they haven't officially announced it. That also leads into rumors that Crash may be in Smash. Because it's on Switch now. This is also the first time the Crash games, the originals, have ever been on a Nintendo console. And they're on the go. Luigi's Mansion remake coming to 3DS. That's awesome. They're making a new No More Heroes game for Switch. South Park Fractured But Whole is coming to Switch. Bowser's Inside Story is getting remastered for 3DS. Undertale is coming to Switch, quote, eventually. That's actually a word they used in the Direct.
Eventually.
I love it.
Okami HD coming to Switch, fueling some fires that maybe Amaterasu is coming to Smash.
That'd be pretty cool.
Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition coming May 18th. Splatoon 2 single-player expansion coming out, I believe, sometime over the summer. And the big news that we've already mentioned 6 times here. Smash Brothers is coming to Switch this fucking year.
Yay!
Hooray!
Time to
I'm
get a Switch.
pumped. Yeah, it really is. Get Switches, everybody. By that I mean Ben and Greg, because I have one.
Eric, I'm just gonna come visit you, and we're gonna play Smash, and you're gonna probably kick my ass because I've been out of practice for years.
I mean, same. I don't play when you're not around, but absolutely, you're coming over every week, and we're playing new Smash.
Perfect. It'll be like a pre-D&D thing.
Yes, please.
All
The
good things.
only confirmed characters for Switch Smash so far: Splatoon Squids and Breath of the Wild Link.
Okay.
But the teaser they put out had like 20 characters that were all silhouetted in the distance. But I'm sure all the usual fixtures are there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, again, the rumors of like Crash, Amaterasu, Solaire possibly.
That'd be so good.
That'd be great. The people from ARMS could definitely make an appearance.
Yeah.
So
Bayonetta's probably gonna come back.
Bayonetta's got to come back, especially because that property is completely just Nintendo's baby at this point.
Right.
I'd be surprised, to be honest, if they removed any cast members.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we're at a point where like they removed a couple people from Smash 4, and everybody was kind of bummed about it, like the Ice Climbers and stuff, and
Diddy?
and Diddy. Does anybody care about Diddy? Isn't Diddy
I
in
care
Smash
about
4?
Diddy.
Wait, Diddy's in Smash 4.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, he is.
I love
Yeah,
Diddy.
they basically removed people that had like alternate modes, and that's the same reason they actually split up characters like Samus into the two, and it's because the 3DS couldn't handle it. But if this game is a Switch exclusive, they don't need to accommodate that. I think we're gonna get the Ice Climbers back, and I think every character in this needs to be there, because if you can't have a smaller roster in the Switch Smash, and none of the characters in now make sense to take out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, like, I guess maybe you could drop, like, Mega Man or Pac-Man or some of the third-party ones. But every character that's from a Nintendo franchise, I can't imagine them coming out.
Yeah.
But
When are we gonna get Waluigi?
maybe this time, maybe it's time.
I
Bring
think
him
now
back.
now's a good time. Let's do it.
Now
Let's
is definitely a
make
good
it happen.
time. Start a petition to get that.
I hope Nintendo listens to this podcast by some like stroke of weird luck.
Yeah, one of our 7 people is Reggie Fils-Aimé.
That'd be amazing.
He actively listens to this.
Incredible.
But that's all the Nintendo news. So that was a whole bunch of news in the Direct, and yeah, Smash obviously takes the cake, but really everything in there is kind of interesting and cool. And, good year for Nintendo. It went from being there's really nothing coming out for Nintendo to, there's actually a lot. They all announced it all at once.
Yeah.
So that'll be neat. I'm curious to see what they do at E3 with their Direct now, because it's only 2 months out, and oh boy, they dropped a lot of info. We'll probably get like concrete info on Smash. They haven't technically said if the new Smash is a new Smash or a remake of 4, but I can't imagine it being a remake.
Yeah, come on. At this point, just give us a new thing.
It's a new console. They have to give it its own
Yeah.
Smash, and
No
I think
more
they know
remakes.
that. Yeah, that most of this is remakes. That is the negative takeaway. Is a lot of those games they announced are older games that they're just doing again.
It's like No More Heroes, but just like no more remakes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No More Heroes is actually a new one. That's one of the few they're actually doing a third entry for.
Yeah.
Moving on from Nintendo news, we've got some interesting Fortnite news, as has become the norm.
Oh boy.
Fortnite Battle Royale mode is coming to iOS and Android.
What?
And even more confusing, there is crossplay between iOS and PS4 and PC
What?
and Android.
What? How does that work?
So you can literally
What the
hop on, and it's a completely like the full version of the game, like 100 people, and if you hop on your iPhone, you can go play it with somebody on PS4.
That
That
just does
seems
not make
insane.
sense.
Are phones that powerful now? Like that's-
Apparently, they
the
can handle
freak?
it. So that's happening. It's not fully out yet, but it is happening. The other interesting tidbit of this is that Xbox can play with PC, iOS, Android, and PS4 can play with PC, iOS, Android.
What?
Xbox and PS4 can still not play with each other.
Boo.
That said, it's entirely Sony's fault.
Exactly. They've always been like that.
Well, this was earlier today, on the 12th of March here, so people know when we're dealing with this.
1, 2.
Somebody tweeted, like, hey, when can we get PS4 and Xbox? And Phil Spencer, the president of Xbox, was like,
boy.
I wish. And then the devs of Fortnite were like, same. So it's literally just
my
Sony, like, putting the plug on this, because literally everybody else is like, please just let us play. Because this is
Come on.
impacting every game. Like, Rocket League's having the issue right now. Gwent's
Yeah.
having the issue. Any game that's on these consoles has crossplay between everything but each other.
That's incredible.
That makes no sense at that point. Sony just like, come on, give in. Everyone else is just, not like peer pressure thing, but everyone else is doing it, and it makes people happy that you have that ability. Why not? Why deprive people of that?
Yeah.
Like, what is the end goal?
I can't see them not changing this soon. Just because it really is now. It's like a lot of games. It's not like a game.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no negative to
ridiculous.
it. Like, people, if you're gonna play the game, you're gonna play it on PS4 still. If you're already going to, like, it's nobody's gonna transition consoles from it.
Hey, you know what? I want an Xbox now. Like, just halfway playing the game. Just like, no, that's not how it goes.
Just switch over.
That's not how it goes. The generation's over, pretty much.
Yeah, another year and a half.
Yeah, maybe.
But following that, Battlefield 2018, which I believe last time we discussed was existed. It is coming out this year still.
Yes.
It's reportedly set in World War II, which I think we talked about last week, and it's also called Battlefield 5. Because fuck you. Is the only
What about
the only justification I could think of for the names.
That makes no sense. Battlefield 2. It's World War II.
It's actually, so it says Battlefield V. I'm assuming they want that to be read as 5.
V.
But,
No,
like,
it could
I
be
don't know. But
Maybe they don't.
It is,
Maybe they want it to
yeah,
be
maybe it is
Battlefield
Battlefield V, which, you know, would make
Battlefield.
about as much sense.
Battlefield Voldemort. I don't know.
Well, that's coming out this year. It's going to be in E3. So that'll be the first time we see anything from it. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything crazy from that other than the fact that it exists. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 was announced for all 10 people playing The Division.
Wow.
Yeah, hooray. There's going to be no further details until E3 2018. So, hooray.
Good stuff.
But it's coming. Detroit Become Human has a release date.
Yay.
Detroit Become Human is coming out on May 25th. Hooray.
so
Maybe
far.
it'll be okay. Maybe it'll suck. It's in 2 months. It's right before E3, which is interesting. This has become like kind of a consistent release thing for Sony. They did like last year, or not last year, but a couple years ago, Uncharted 4 had this release date, or like this window, and then like Last of Us did too. So like right before E3 seems to be like one of their big, like, we're gonna put something out now kind of dates.
That means it's going to be good.
I mean, maybe like one of those games I just
can
mentioned
go
was
either
good.
way. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so that's coming out soon. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is officially the game coming out this year for Call of Duty, which everybody already knew. It's coming out on October 12th worldwide for every console. Those interested to see what the game actually is can look forward to the community reveal on May 17th. Hooray. I hate these fucking announcements. Like, every announcement at this time of the year, at this point, is literally, hey, this game exists. You want to know about it? Bet you do. Wait 3 months.
Yeah.
And, like, frankly, if we're not going to say anything other than the fact that it exists, why the fuck even bother? Like, just wait until May and just debut your fucking game. But that's Call of Duty Black Ops 4. State of Decay 2 has a release date. State of Decay 2 is coming out on May 22nd for the Xbox One family of consoles and PC. Also, Xbox Game Pass. It is the second first-party game to be released on Game Pass directly. The other one is Sea of Thieves, which I think comes out like this week or something.
What? It comes out this week? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
doesn't it? I think that was actually one of the games I had on my list last week, just to confirm their release date on that one. Sea of Thieves, March 20th. Yeah, so 8 days from now.
Oh my god.
So we'll see if that game gets players. Game Pass has to up the player base of Sea of Thieves and State of Decay 2.
Got it.
There's no way it doesn't, because a lot of people are going to have that and just be like, yeah, fuck it, it's $10. I don't know about Sea of Thieves standalone price, but State of Decay standalone price is only $30. And it's $50 for like the Ultimate Edition, but the fact that it's only $30 is pretty neat.
I think Sea of Thieves is $60.
Sea of Thieves, I think you're right, is a full release, but State of Decay is not.
Interesting.
So $30 or $10 with Game Pass. And yes, I'm sure State of Decay 2 will be fine. I am more confident in State of Decay 2 than I am Sea of Thieves. But that's that. Next, it looks like Days Gone was delayed to 2019.
Are you... What? Again?
So this game never actually had an official release date other than 2018.
Jesus
and now it's
Christ.
just 2019.
Fuck that game.
Yeah, I don't...
What the heck?
This doesn't make any sense to me.
It's been, what, like 7 years?
It's been so long. They've been working this game for so long. And, like, the reason that a lot of people had it pegged as 2018, you know, before Sony even said it was that year, is because, like, Last of Us 2 isn't coming out this year. Last of Us 2 is going to come out next year. Last of Us 2 is probably going to come out next August. Next, you know, May, June, July, sometime in the summer.
Like, yeah.
Days Gone is way too similar to Last of Us.
What are they doing?
So, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you release Days Gone anywhere near Last of Us, Days Gone doesn't sell. That's as far as that's gonna go. This game should be coming out in, like, August or September.
Yeah, this year, end of this year, like a fall, like a nice winter game or something, you know?
Yeah, and you know what they might do, honestly? They might push it to the February release that they've been
true.
so keen of, February 2019, and then,
That's
you know,
true.
April, May, Last of Us 2, but it still loses. Like, nobody's gonna give a fuck, and maybe it sells for a month, and then Last of Us 2 comes out and nobody buys it anymore.
I mean, does anybody really care about this title?
Apparently.
Like, honestly.
So, I saw it, and I was like, whatever, this game looks like kind of generic and
Yeah, it
whatever.
looks generic, yeah.
But every now and then, that fucking first debut video of Me 3, some random person on Facebook shares it, and then, like, 9 people I know are like, holy fuck, this game looks incredible.
Really?
So, like, I don't know if, like, the, you know, hardcore game industry gives a fuck about it, but, like, it seems to very much appeal to, like, just the general population, at least of the people that I am in contact with.
Yeah, no, that's surprising. I don't know. I felt like the game was already just like, it's done, and it hasn't even come out. Like, I feel like public interest in it has just kind of dwindled. They've shown it, like, what, 4 times, 3 times?
I think 3.
Something like that. And, like, I don't know. You just keep showing us it, and it just keeps getting pushed. It's like, how am I supposed to care about this thing that's going to come out eventually?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, and I'm sure we'll see it again at E3 this year to come out a year from now.
Exactly.
So that's where that's at. And then the last one I have here is that Valve released its first details about its new digital card game called Artifact. It's based on Dota. It looks kind of neat. It has like 3 separate boards at a time, so like you play 3 active matches, it almost looks like. The big takeaways from this one, it's not free to play. So this makes the only digital card game I could think of that's not free to play. But also, this is the beginning of Valve apparently making games again.
Okay.
They said they have a couple other ones in the pipeline, and they're doing that. So that's cool because they haven't made a game since Alien Swarm. No, Dota 2, which is still being updated, but it came out like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting things. We have Valve making games again. That said, that's coming in the future. We have a couple things coming out in the next 2 weeks. Attack on Titan 2 is coming out March 20th for everything. Literally everything. Heard the first one was good. This one's based in the second season. Looks like more of that.
Okay.
Also on March 20th for PS4 and Xbox, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered. Assassin's Creed Rogue was the one that they did for PS3 and 360 the year Unity came out. And apparently it was okay. Everybody liked it a lot more than Unity. So that's coming out for the new console. So if anybody was, hankering for that for some reason, it's all yours. March 23rd, PS4 and PC, Ni no Kuni 2.
Yes, boy.
Also March 23rd for PS4, PC, and Xbox, A Way Out.
Fuck it, the Oscars.
Yeah, fuck it, the Oscars. That game looks cool. I have faith. I hope it's good. And then March 27th, PS4, Xbox, and PC, Far Cry 5, which I'm sure will be a good time.
Yeah, that looks good. I didn't know the whole game you can play in co-op. My buddy was telling me. That sounds pretty fun.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah, you can play the whole game in co-op.
That's actually dope. I was reading the other day, and I haven't seen much gameplay from it, to be honest, because I know I'm going to play it, so I've kind of just avoided like watching all the previews. But
yeah,
I was reading an interview with the one of the devs, and they were talking about how like the open world structure is designed to actually be like an open world with people in it, and his example of that was that like there's no like, here's your side quest, go talk to this person. It's more like if you talk to people, sometimes they'll mention like, oh yeah, there's like this thing happening, and then you could go and try to check that out if you want.
Huh.
And like
neat.
that sounds kind of cool. Like it's a much more like, fluid like living world. I don't know if it'll work or even how well they're doing it. He could be lying, but
could be a dirty liar.
yeah, he could be a very dirty liar. Or there's like one NPC that does that, and all of the other ones are just normal side quest givers. Yeah, that's kind of what's coming out through the end of March. So a couple things to look forward to for once.
Hey.
This year I feel like for games has been kind of slow so far. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't been playing too many games, honestly. Just mostly like watching movies, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, even when I've been playing games, like I haven't played anything new other than Celeste.
Which is great.
Like I played Celeste, which was great, and I played Shadow of the Colossus, but it doesn't even count. game's fucking old.
Yeah.
And everything else I've been playing has been shit from like the previous years that I've missed.
Yeah,
So,
just playing catch up and stuff.
yeah, or like I'm replaying Bayonetta and stuff. There's just nothing new.
Yeah.
So, some new games coming soon. At the very least, Far Cry 5 will be a purchase for me.
Yay.
That said, Greg, do you have a game this week?
I got a game. This week's game is brought to you by Arby's. If you like anime and video games, you should go eat at Arby's. Okay, so
I wish we were sponsored by Arby's.
dude.
Hey, they've got the meats.
They got some meats. Today we have the meats. We're playing good guy, bad guy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read you guys, or I'm gonna read you some names, and you're gonna tell me if they're a good guy or bad guy.
Well, boy.
Okay.
Very simple. Now, something funny about this, when I was looking up characters, it's so interesting when you only like hear them by their first name. You're like, oh, they're good, but then when you hear the full name, you're just like, what the? Oh, wait, they're still So like when I was doing research, I was like, I don't know, having the full name is a little tricky. I realized. So let's start off. Good guy, bad guy. Here we go. First one is Travis Touchdown.
Good guy. No more heroes.
Ben.
Yeah, that was very immediate and confident. I'm gonna go with that.
Yes, you are correct. Travis is a hero. The next one is Dr. Breen. Dr. Breen.
Dr.
Guy,
Brain? Are you saying
Yes.
Dr. Brain like the organ?
Breen. Breen.
Oh, like the Pokemon move. Okay. I'm gonna guess
a doctor,
villain.
guys.
I'm
Let's
guessing
go.
villain because he's a doctor.
Yeah, I'm also gonna guess bad
All
guy. It
doctors
sounds like
are
a
bad.
shady doctor.
He is a villain. He's from
Hooray.
Half-Life 2.
Can you tell I've never actually played Half-Life?
Valve's making
Same.
games again. Oh.
I wonder what the odds are that I've played any of the games that these characters are from.
Alright, we got another one. Next is Ryziel.
Ryziel?
Yeah, I think I'm saying it right. Ryziel? Ryziel. I think it's Ryziel.
Could you spell it?
Raziel.
I'm going with good guy. That sounds like an angel name almost.
I agree with Ben. Yeah, I'm gonna say good.
Well, damn. He is a hero. He's from Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver.
The fuck is Legacy
I
of
have
Kain,
no fucking
Soul
clue
Reaver?
what this is. It sounded like a name that would throw you off, so I just picked it.
Sounds like an angel name. So
Yeah.
It does sound like an angel name.
All right, next we have Alma Wade. Alma Wade. Good guy, bad guy.
I'm gonna go
boy.
good guy.
I will also go good guy.
She is a bad guy.
Damn
She's
it.
the little girl in Fear.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Fear series.
Yeah, all right.
Gotcha. All right. All right. Next one, I have the Nameless One. The Nameless One.
Okay, that has to be a villain. There's no way that's a good guy.
You know, I'm gonna go good guy on this.
Nameless One is a good guy.
God damn it.
From
Haha, fuck you.
Planescape Torment.
Where did you
Again.
find these games?
Yeah.
It's some like RPG, I think. I don't fucking know.
Did you just Google like most obscure games and just see what came up and you're like, oh, perfect.
No. Okay. Next one is Monkey.
I'm gonna say good, and I'm gonna say it's the one from Super Monkey Ball, but those have names, so I'm
I'm
probably
gonna go
wrong.
bad guy.
Monkey is a hero
Damn it.
from Enslaved, Odyssey to the West.
Oh, is that actually what his name is?
Yeah, it's Monkey.
I was half right. What are the
Great
Super
game.
Monkey Ball 2 names? Hang on a minute.
Gone, Baby. Fucking.
Why do you know this?
Because I love Super Monkey Ball.
Like offhand.
What are
Yeah,
you
you're right.
asking me?
Baby, Dr. Bad Boon,
Dr.
Gon
Bad Boon,
Gon,
yeah.
and Mimi.
Mimi, that was the other one. Fucking love those characters.
Dr. Bad Boon.
Okay. Next, I have Kuja.
Good guy.
Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Yes.
From Final Fantasy IX.
Oh god, I knew that name sounded familiar. Fuck me. I'm like,
Fuck me. Okay. Next, I have Simon Belmont.
Hero, Castlevania. That one's too easy.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Now
Whatever.
that you say
Eric.
that, I immediately recognize that name.
I thought I would throw you off. At the last, I didn't know the last name. I was like, who the hell is this? Okay. Shodan.
Ooh, that's bad. System Shock 2.
Sure.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. System Shock 2. Shodan.
That's the AI. Yeah.
Yeah, good shit, dude.
I won
right.
by one lucky guess.
All right, I got. What do I have? 3 more.
Oh, okay, never mind. Thought
Alright,
that was
ready?
the last one.
Are you keeping score over there?
Yeah, Eric's up by 1.
What? He's up by one?
Oh wait.
I haven't been
My-
counting. That's why I was
my
asking if anyone was
score is
keeping
off.
I
score.
think I'm up by one.
All right. You
We
know what?
were
Let's
only
say Ben's
split
up
on
by
a
1.
few. I think we only
Alright.
split on 3, and I got 2 of them.
Ben's probably up. That sounds right, honestly.
All right. Well, let's see about this next one. I have
Oh boy.
Kefka Palazzo.
Okay, that's a villain from Final Fantasy. Kefka's the clown-looking motherfucker.
Sure. I'll agree.
God damn it. Fuck you. All right. Vivi.
VV.
Vivi. That's
Oh,
how it's
boy.
pronounced. Good guy, bad guy.
VV. I'm gonna say good guy, but I'm not confident in that at all.
I will also say good guy just because I don't want to split the votes and let Eric tie it up again.
I changed my
Good
vote.
guy.
Bad guy.
Wait, what?
Nah, never mind.
It's
It's
a good guy. Yeah, it's the character from Final Fantasy that has that yellow hat and like the blue like magician's tarp thing.
Oh yeah,
With
okay.
the face. Yeah. Okay. And last one is okay. Sarah Kerrigan.
Oh, well, both, you tricky motherfucker. Because she's a good guy in StarCraft, but she's the queen of fucking blades or whatever in StarCraft 2 because the fucking Zerg corrupter. Or not the Zerg. Yeah, the Zerg. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Forget that one then. Forget
You,
that one.
you tricky motherfucker.
Forget
What did
that
you-
tried?
Wait, what did you... Were you trying to trick us, or did you not know she was both?
I just went to the first StarCraft.
Okay, so she was a good guy then.
Yeah. But okay, here's the last one for realsies. Frank Fontaine.
Oh, villain. Well, that depends too.
Yeah.
He's in Bioshock. I'm gonna say he's the good guy. I would call Andrew Ryan the real villain of that game.
Ben.
No, I'm going bad guy.
Yeah, man. He's a classified villain.
Is
Yeah.
he really?
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. I
He's a
get it. Like, that makes
classified
sense to
bad
me.
guy. He has his own agenda, he kind
Yeah,
of
he
manipulates
uses you like
and...
the whole game.
That's true. I guess they both suck.
Sorry, the Kerrigan one was what really, I think, just tricked you
Yeah.
up a little bit.
That was tricky. That was a good one.
I only
Yeah,
recognize
because she's-
like 2 or 3 of those names.
Well, Kerrigan is James Raynor's girlfriend, and she's like the blonde.
Mm-hmm.
And then, or sorry, she's not the blonde. She's like the brunette that that Widowmaker skin's based on.
Exactly. That's why I
But then-
want to say it.
Well, she gets corrupted by the Zerg and becomes like the villainous one that's on like the cover of Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah, that is a tricky one.
And gets like all of her like bug shit, and then she's a villain.
Bug shit.
But I've got a good one for you,
Oh fuck.
Sid.
Yeah, he's a hero.
Ben.
I'll go with Greg because I don't know.
He can be whatever the fuck you want because there's a Sid in every Final Fantasy game.
Sid Highwind.
Sid Highwind's a good one, yeah. There's the
Yeah.
Sid in Final Fantasy 13 who's a villain though. Yeah, I think every Final Fantasy has a Civ. That sounds correct.
Yeah, no, I think all of them have Sids.
Yeah, I think if not all of them, then close to all.
So yeah, that's all I got though for the game this week. Good guy, bad guy is over.
All right, that was a good one.
Cool.
That was a good one.
I think what I've learned is that I need to diversify my my video gaming.
Some of those were obscure. Some of them
Yeah.
not as much. But no, that was good. I like your games, Greg. They keep us on our
Yay.
toes.
Just like Arby's.
Just like Arby's. Do you have the meats?
Oh, that's another that's for our next episode about best dicks in games.
Oh God.
Greg has the meats Policiano.
Is this joke gonna come up in every episode now?
I hope so.
All right, well, that brings us to our topic of the day. And our topic today, as mentioned, is Greg's gaming history.